This video dives into finance and smarter ways to grow your money. What if your savings are slowly dying in the bank? By the end, you'll know how to make your money work smarter. Many people believe that saving is always safe. But what if keeping your money in the bank is actually the slowest way to lose it without noticing? Banks were once the ultimate symbol of security. But today, inflation, fees, and low interest can quietly erode your hard-earned savings. Let's get clear on one thing. Saving is not bad. But stopping at saving is like planting seeds and never watering them. When you put your money in a traditional savings account, it earns almost nothing. Meanwhile, prices rise, and your money buys less every year. If your savings earn less than inflation, they are shrinking. This is the silent killer of financial progress most people never see coming. Imagine working hard, saving for years, and realizing too late that your money has less value than when you started. Keeping your money in the bank feels responsible, but true financial growth comes from learning to move beyond basic saving. We were taught to trust banks with everything. But times have changed. Blind trust in one system can leave you financially stuck. It is time to think like the wealthy. They do not just save, they grow, invest, and multiply their money strategically. A savings account is like a waiting room. It holds your money safely but does not take it anywhere. Smart money needs movement. It needs direction, intention, and purpose if you want to see it grow over time. Fear of losing money keeps people stuck in bank accounts. But fear without knowledge leads to missed opportunities. You do not need to take reckless risks. But you must take intentional steps if you want your money to work for you. We are not talking about gambling or jumping into the stock market blindly. We are talking about understanding your options. First, get honest about your goals. What do you want your money to do for you? Security? Freedom? Options? Once you have a clear goal, saving becomes a step, not a destination. It is the beginning of the journey, not the end. You cannot reach financial freedom with a savings-only strategy. It is like running a marathon on one leg. That is why financial education matters more than ever. When you understand money, you stop fearing it and start using it. Your money should grow while you sleep. That is not a dream. It is the result of smart financial planning. Banks offer safety, but safety with no growth can keep you financially stagnant for years, even decades. The world is changing fast. Holding onto outdated saving habits can cost you time, freedom, and wealth. Let go of the idea that saving alone makes you responsible. Real responsibility is learning how to grow and protect your money. We are not here to shame savers. We are here to wake you up. You deserve better than letting your money rot in silence. If you have money sitting in a bank right now, untouched, you are not alone. But it is time to ask a better question. What else could that money be doing? How could it be helping you instead of just sitting still? You have more power than you think. But that power only activates when you choose to act, learn, and take control. Let's explore the reasons people keep their money in banks, and why it might be time to change that mindset. The number one reason people keep their money in banks is safety. And yes, security matters, especially in uncertain times. But safety and stagnation are not the same. You can protect your money without freezing its potential. Another reason people keep money in banks is convenience. It is easy, familiar, and feels like the default choice. But just because something is easy does not mean it is right. Financial growth rarely comes from doing what is easy. People also think they lack enough money to do anything else. But investing is not just for the wealthy anymore. With the right tools, you can start growing your money with as little as $10. What matters is starting, not waiting. Another myth is that investing is too risky. But doing nothing with your money has a cost too. It is called opportunity loss. Every day your money sits idle, it misses the chance to grow. And that missed growth adds up over time. Some people think they are not smart enough to manage their money. But financial knowledge is a skill, and you can learn it. You do not need a finance degree to understand your options. You just need curiosity and a willingness to learn. Imagine this. You save $500 a month for 5 years. That is $30,000 saved. But if you put that same amount into an investment earning just 8% a year, you would have more than $44,000. That difference, $14,000, is the cost of not putting your money to work. Now imagine doing that for 20 years. The gap becomes massive. You could miss out on hundreds of thousands of dollars. Inflation averages around 2 to 4% annually. That means your money loses value every single year. So even if your savings account feels safe, it might be slowly leaking value without you realizing it. To beat inflation, your money needs to grow faster than prices rise. And most bank accounts simply cannot do that. Some high-yield savings accounts exist, but even those rarely outpace inflation in the long term. The key is balance. Keep enough savings for emergencies, but let the rest of your money work for your future. This is not about throwing your savings away. It is about assigning roles to your money based on your goals. Your emergency fund should be accessible, but your long-term money should be working, compounding, and growing. Think of your money as employees. Some need to be on call, but most should be building something while you focus on life. Money can be lazy or productive. It is your choice which role it plays in your life. So how do you move beyond the bank? It starts with exploring safe, growth-oriented alternatives. Let's talk about a few powerful ways to grow your money outside of a basic savings account. One option is a certificate of deposit. It is low risk and offers slightly better interest than regular savings. But keep in mind, it locks up your money for a set period. So it is not ideal for flexibility. Another option is a money market account. It acts like a hybrid between a checking and a savings account. It usually pays better interest than standard savings, but not enough to beat long-term inflation consistently. Then there is investing, the most powerful path for long-term growth. And it is more accessible than ever before. Stocks, index funds, ETFs. These tools may sound complex, but they are just containers for growing wealth. When you buy a piece of a company through stocks or funds, you are giving your money the chance to grow with the economy. Not every investment will skyrocket, but with time, diversification, and consistency, your money can outpace inflation and build real wealth. Index funds are a great starting point for beginners. They spread your money across many companies, reducing risk while offering solid returns. Instead of betting on one company, index funds let you ride the entire market. That makes them less risky for long-term investors. You do not need to pick the next big stock. With index funds, you invest in broad economic growth over time. ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, work similarly but can be bought and sold like stocks. They offer flexibility and diversity. If you invest consistently in ETFs or index funds, history shows strong potential for long-term gains, far beyond savings accounts. Another strategy is dollar-cost averaging. That means investing the same amount regularly, no matter what the market is doing. It removes emotion from investing and helps you build wealth slowly, steadily, and wisely. Do not worry about timing the market. Focus on time in the market. The longer your money stays invested, the better. Reinvesting your earnings, known as compounding, is how small investments become large over time. Compounding is like a snowball. It starts small, but as it rolls, it grows faster and bigger with each turn. Even Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. It rewards patience and consistency. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. But it is never too late to begin. What matters is taking the first step. Action is what separates dreamers from builders. Another investment option is real estate. It requires more capital but can generate cash flow and long-term value. Rental income, appreciation, and tax benefits make real estate attractive for wealth builders. If you cannot buy property yet, consider REITs, real estate investment trusts. These let you invest in real estate without owning buildings. REITs are traded like stocks and pay dividends, offering a hands-off way to benefit from real estate. There is also peer-to-peer lending, where you lend money to individuals or businesses online in exchange for interest. It carries more risk but can offer higher returns if managed wisely through trusted platforms. Diversification is key. Do not put all your money in one place. Spread it across various tools and strategies. Think of your finances like a garden. Different plants need different care, but together, they grow something powerful. Once you start seeing your money grow, it builds confidence. You feel more in control, more secure, more free. Financial confidence is not about how much you have. It is about knowing what to do with what you have. Even small wins, your first dividend, your first investment gain, can change how you see money forever. It creates momentum, and momentum is magic in personal finance. It turns learning into action and action into results. You stop feeling stuck, you start seeing options, and that is the beginning of financial transformation. Saving money matters, but saving alone will not build the future you dream of. Growth is the goal. You deserve more than just safety. You deserve progress. You deserve freedom. You deserve financial power. Let us go deeper into practical actions you can take this month to move beyond basic saving. Start by reviewing your current bank accounts. How much are they earning in interest? Is your money actually growing? If the answer is almost nothing, it is time to make a shift. Look for accounts that at least keep up with inflation. Set aside a fixed amount as your emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses is a smart starting point. Once your emergency fund is in place, decide what percentage of your income you can commit to growing. Even 10% can make a huge difference over time. What matters most is consistency, not the amount. Next, open an investment account. This could be with a brokerage platform or an app designed for beginners. Look for platforms that offer fractional shares, so you can invest small amounts in big companies. Automate your investments. Set it and forget it. Let your future self thank you for the discipline you build today. Track your progress monthly. Seeing growth, even small, will motivate you to keep going and stay consistent. Educate yourself. Read books, watch videos, and follow trusted voices who simplify money concepts. Learning is your greatest asset. The more you know, the more confident and capable you become with your money. Ask questions. Be curious. No one was born knowing how to manage money. Everyone starts somewhere. Replace fear with knowledge. Replace confusion with clarity. Replace waiting with action. Do not be ashamed if you feel behind. Regret wastes energy. Use that energy to build something better starting now. Talk to people who are financially smart. Learn from their habits. Success leaves clues. Follow them. Review your subscriptions. Cancel what you do not use. Reallocate that money toward your investment goals. Avoid lifestyle creep. As your income grows, let your investments grow too, not just your spending. Think long term. Wealth is not built overnight, but it is built every night that your money grows while you sleep. Challenge your beliefs about money. Were you taught that wealth is greedy or risky? Rewire those ideas. Wealth is a tool, and like any tool, it can build, protect, and empower when used wisely. Financial freedom is not just about quitting your job. It is about having choices and peace of mind. The bank should be your starting point, not your final destination. Let it serve you, not limit you. Security is good, but growth brings transformation, and transformation leads to freedom. Start small. Start now. Small seeds become big trees with enough time and care. Give your money a purpose. Give it a direction. Money without purpose is just potential left unused. You do not need to know everything today. You just need to begin. Progress comes from movement. You deserve to stop worrying about money. You deserve to build a life where your money supports your dreams. It all starts with shifting how you think and how you act with the money you already have. Stop telling yourself that investing is not for you. That story keeps you small. You are more capable than you know. Money is a tool that rewards action, not perfection. You do not need to get it all right, just keep moving forward. Do not wait for perfect timing. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. You can start building wealth with what you have. Even a few dollars can turn into thousands with time and consistency. The key is mindset. If you think like a builder, you will find ways to build. If you think like a saver, you will stay stuck. Money flows where attention goes. When you prioritize growth, your finances start to reflect that focus. You do not need to copy what everyone else is doing. Design your financial plan around your goals and your life. Every dollar you earn has potential. Do not waste it sitting in a bank doing nothing. Put it to work. Let your money carry you, not just sit next to you. Money is a vehicle, not a destination. Financial growth is not about luck. It is about consistent, intelligent, committed effort over time. Say no to excuses. Say yes to learning. Say yes to action. That is how wealth is built from the ground up. The person who learns to invest becomes dangerous in the best way, unstoppable, focused, and free. It is not about beating the system. It is about learning the system and using it to your advantage. Saving is the first step. Investing is the second. And freedom is the reward when you stay on the path. Let go of fear. Replace it with responsibility and boldness. Your future self is counting on you. If you want your money to grow, it needs room to move. Savings accounts do not give it space to breathe. Financial strength is built on small, repeated actions. Not one big win, but many steady choices over time. Imagine looking back 5 years from now. What will you wish you had done with your money today? Make decisions your future self will thank you for. Not just what feels safe, but what actually creates change. Ask yourself, is my money safe, or is it stuck? There is a big difference. One protects, the other limits. Wealth starts in your mind. What you believe about money shapes what you do with it every day. The people who grow wealth are not always the smartest, they are the most consistent. You do not need to hustle harder. You need to move smarter. Your money should be doing more than waiting. The bank is not your enemy, but it is not your final solution. Learn to use it strategically, not passively. Keep your emergency cash there, but let the rest grow roots, branches, and fruit outside the bank. Your financial future is your responsibility. No one else will build it for you, but you do not have to do it alone. Choose education over fear. Choose movement over comfort. Choose growth over delay. You are already ahead just by thinking differently. Now go act differently and let your money reflect that shift. Start with one account, one habit, one small change. That is how every financial transformation begins. You were not meant to work forever and save endlessly. You were meant to build, grow, and thrive. And it starts now, not later, not someday. Today is the day your money stops sleeping. Subscribe so you can learn how to change your mindset and your money to build wealth.